What is going on, you beautiful people? Monday, September 9th, 6:42 p.m. Yes, afternoon, because this morning, I think I just wanted to go on a walk this morning. Yeah, I think I wanted to record later in the day because I wanted to wait to see if anything exciting happened. And did anything exciting happen? Not really, no. So, kind of defeated the purpose, but here we are. It's a great morning, though. Great morning, great afternoon. The weather is nice and cool. The mornings and the afternoons, this weather, super fall. Midday gets kind of warm, and I like it. But this weather right here is perfect. It's nice BMW. Anyways, you guys wondering, my finger? Well, I cut my finger yesterday at work. There's a thing called it's Japanese shaped ice called kakigori. And there's the way you use it is you get like this Japanese ice that's from Kuramoto, the special ice. We get it imported from Kanazawa, Japan, I think. And there's a blade on the bottom that shaves the ice. And there was a little piece of ice, or ice started to build up on the blade. So I wiped my finger right on it. Wasn't thinking, and it made that noise too. Split my finger open, and here we are. So, lesson learned. And who would have thought? No, everyone would have thought. But who? No, not who, but nobody thinks about how much you use your pointer finger. Or well, at least I haven't thought about how much you use your pointer finger until now, until something happens. And now I'm very thankful for these phalanges because, you try to get shit done and it just doesn't do anything. Very annoying. So, got a band-aid, put some ointment, and got this blue thing on. So yeah, we're rocking with a little damaged finger. Hey, lesson learned. Don't wipe your finger on the blade. Funny enough, who would have thought that someone should have told me that? Anyways, that's what's kind of happening in my life. There's not much going on else, or nothing else is really going on besides that. I started watching, right before this walk, Apollo 13 documentary on Netflix. And I'm pretty sure this is the rocket, the space. Alright, let me actually do some research before I mess this up. Is this the one that landed on the moon, or was this the one that blew up? Apollo 13. Apollo 13 was a NASA mission that launched on April 11, 1970 with the goal of landing on the moon. However, the mission was aborted after an oxygen tank ruptured, damaging the spacecraft's electrical and life support system. The crew, led by Jim Lovell, were forced to fly around the moon and return back to Earth. Okay, so it was a failed moon mission. Which Apollo blew up? What? Apollo 13 was the one that... Oh god, so 2 blew up. No, wait. I thought there was one that blew up in Texas. There was one that blew up in Texas, I know that. So this was not it? So this says that... Okay, I'm mixing something up here. Oh, Apollo 1, I think, was the one that blew up. Apollo 13. I don't think Apollo 13. Oh. Yeah, Apollo 1 was the one that blew up. Apollo 13, they just didn't make it to the moon. Okay. So Apollo 1 was the one, it was just a test run. And that one blew up. My family and I actually visited that space station, or I think that's, the NASA space station in Texas. And we visited the area, it blew up, and oh, let's go. I'm sorry guys, this is gonna look awkward. Yo, what up, Ethan? Or not. That's awkward. Went to high school with him, played football with him. You're younger than me. Honestly, sorry. I got a little stage fright. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Just because I know them. Little camera embarrassment right there. You caught on camera. That's something you gotta get over, right? I don't know. I know usually when I'm in public areas where I know I don't know anyone, I don't get embarrassed, or not embarrassed, but I don't get scared or shy. But when someone I do know watches me record, on camera or anything like that, I tend to back away a little bit. Not a good habit. It's a skill I have to adapt to. Routine. Well, that's why I also want to get away from here, so I can get over that. I've been recording myself for the past 3 years now, so, or on and off, but I don't know. I will say the quality in here is much better than the phone. But today, okay. Let me get on a topic. I'm going to get distracted. Something I've been getting really into, or very interested in, is kind of just writing small segments and then post them on my Instagram stories. So I've only done 2. One was talking about your environment and how it affects your independency and leveling up in life. And then the next topic I just posted today was about friends, and who you can really identify as a true friend. And it's just kind of my conception about these topics. Just small little paragraphs. And I think I put a lot of thought and meaning into these things, into these little paragraphs or writing segments. I think they're kind of cool. So I'm kind of just posting them on Instagram, letting the world read my thoughts and see where it takes other people's thoughts and opinions. So yeah, I'm not sure what my next topics. Actually I already started writing the next one. Work-life balance, something we could talk about on here. But it's kind of nice because I get to think about it a little more and write it in a way where it makes more sense instead of just raw dogging it and boom, doesn't make sense. But yeah, another thing I've been really interested in is just watching a bunch of CEOs and entrepreneurs' daily routines and how they schedule their day. Wow, let me just look at that. Beautiful. But yeah, I've been kind of looking at videos on YouTube about daily lives of entrepreneurs and CEOs, seeing how they manage the day. And something I need to start incorporating in my life is scheduling. Really starting to use the schedule on my phone and incorporating different dates and planning out my days much better. I think that's kind of throwing me off because what I do is I tend to have a lot of things on my mind, and when I'm not able to really focus on one, I start to stress out about not getting all of them done. And so I think I need to set time for specific things throughout the day. If I have it on my schedule, it will kind of make me a little more motivated to accomplish that specific task in that time frame. So I can just block off a certain time of the day to do this certain thing, you know. And obviously, they're at a much larger scale when they have meetings and Zoom meetings and all this stuff. But I really want to start trying to maybe plan out my day a little better. So that's one thing I'm gonna start doing tomorrow morning. And another thing I need to start doing is getting up at the time that I want to get up at. So I get up pretty early. If you guys have been seeing 6 a.m. I want to push that back to like 4 because I know I can do it and I have more time today to do things I want to do. But then I give myself excuses, and I know my body can run off of 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. Is it optimal? No, but that's only going to be like for maybe like 5 days out of the week, and the other 2, maybe 1, I'll catch up on sleep. So yeah, I just gotta know, or I just gotta be more disciplined with that. You guys know how much I'm on about discipline. You just gotta get things done. So I gotta stop being a little pussy. That's what it is. And get things done. So yeah, tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. wake up call. And then what we got going on tomorrow? Tomorrow I gotta figure out what time to go my walk. I think I'm gonna wake up, do mobility. And then get straight to work. And then push my walk a little later. I'm also gonna get a lift in with a buddy of mine, Malachi, before he actually moves to Minnesota. He's going to Minnesota because he got a college reffing position. He's trying to become an NHL ref. So he's climbing up the ranks, which was a whole different, like, learning about that and seeing how he's been progressing. Very interesting. He's been going to camps. He's been going to different games and traveling throughout the country. And really trying to get into the NHL with reffing, which I didn't even know was like, or I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know what it took to do this. So, pretty cool stuff. There's a niche for everything, is what I'm learning. There's a niche for everything. And I think people are too lazy. Yeah, put it in simple terms. People are too lazy to kind of go after their niche and think that their niche isn't a viable, is that a word? Viable option or career. But you can make money in any industry, I believe. And if there isn't a existing industry for that topic or that niche, make one if you're willing to put in the work. Yeah, I think so. I know so. But yes, tomorrow, wake up time 4 a.m. get to work. But yeah, working out with him tomorrow. I think at 7 o'clock. Then I don't have work until 1 o'clock. So probably be at the gym from like 7 to 8:15, 8:30. Leave by 12:30. Be home by 8:39. Gives me about 3 hours to get more work done, more studying done. I do want to start studying more about sales, start learning start writing some stuff down, get back into that school mentality, that studying mentality. I'm not afraid to study, I'm not afraid to learn, but not in the way that I used to. I've started to learn ways, or I've started to understand the ways I learn the best, the most. The way I studied in school, for me, it was just repetition, writing things down, memorizing over and over and over again. Some people do flashcards, some people, make up games. For me, it's just as simple as just write down. Volume, repetition, consistency, volume. Things like write, speak, repeat. Repeat. There's like a phrase, so there's like a saying when you study. I feel like it's like write something, repeat. Write something, I don't know. But that's kind of my style of studying. Listening, writing down, then repeating. Oh, listen, write, repeat. Listen, write, repeat. I don't know. But yeah, I need to maybe space out some of my tasks throughout the day more effectively, so I can be more efficient with what I do. Set times or maybe set days where today I'm going to focus on just studying. Tomorrow I'll focus on editing. The next day I'll focus on this, or in the morning the first thing I do is focus on editing and uploading this video and making clips, and then kind of just building a habit or building a routine off that, I would say. Yeah. But I also need to know that I'm at a much smaller scale than these entrepreneurs, and that they have, teams and assistants and other people helping them make their schedules and helping them set up their meetings and things like that. So obviously I need to scale it down, but kind of have the same mindset. One thing I also been thinking about is when I move, when I get my sales job, most likely you're gonna have to get another job, because, well, truth be told, unless I start being a top salesman or be able to pick up sales right away, I don't know where the money's gonna be coming from. I'm gonna be finding a job where there's some type of weekly pay, some type of salary, and commission is gonna be majority of it, which, I don't want commission to be only 20%, I want it to be more than half. So it's a great motivator. It's a great way for me to really push myself. But I do want some income coming from the job as well. I do have some money on the side, but I don't want to live off that. That's gonna be for, rent, food, the expenses. And then the money I make from my other job, or from my sales job, this is gonna be, for saving and learning. And then if I, most likely gonna have to pick up another job to also help with my expenses. And what I'm trying to keep my expenses to: living, so rent, food, car insurance, health insurance, school loans, phone bill. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Trying to live frugal, trying to live cheap, trying to live smartly, because we are building ourselves up. We're building skills, We're building good habits. And we're trying to build the best version of ourselves. That's why I'm making this move. Well, regardless, I was gonna make a move, but this is why I don't know, my mind shift has changed a lot. So then we are on top of that. We still have our coaching business on the side that we're gonna try and build up. So a lot of things are moving, a lot of pieces to move around, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Alright guys, that was a nice walk. Nice fast pace too. But we are on vitamin D way. About to get home. There's no vitamin D out right now. I missed it this morning. But so that was a nice little stroll, nice little talk. I was a little distracted. Didn't have much to talk about today. But we're just documenting the journey, documenting what we can. And living life. Living life. What should today's thumbnail be? Ready? Thumbnail done. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it that. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, eat my yogi bowl, chill out, watch the rest of that documentary, call it a night. Early wake up call tomorrow, so hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys enjoyed this little segment, and as always, train the body, train the mind, get active baby. Peace.